On his very first day on the job, the man was given a bizarre order. Every single person on the street was a target for arrest. Even someone just sitting on their own front porch was considered guilty. Curious, he asked his captain what crimes these people had committed, but the captain just replied with 3 words: loitering on the street. Baltimore has the highest crime rate in America. Criminals here are more common than rats. Yet the mayor still dreams of running for governor, and whether he wins depends heavily on the city's crime statistics. To bring the numbers down, the higher-ups came up with what they considered a brilliant solution: arrest everyone loitering outside. Their logic was simple: if there's no one on the streets, there's no crime. Surprisingly, this approach worked pretty well, but they arrested so many people that the police department couldn't even hold them all. Prosecutors had already been sent in to help, and the entire process was streamlined like a factory assembly line. Innocent citizens were forced to sign a waiver giving up their right to sue. Sign it and you could go free. Refuse and you'd be locked up a few more days, only to lose in court anyway. Jenkins thought this whole system was insane, but his captain just gave him a cryptic answer.
There's no dictatorship in America more solid than a beat cop on his post.
Under the influence of his veteran partners, Jenkins soon blended into this unique culture and began to enjoy the power that came with the badge. On the streets of Baltimore, he walked like he owned the place. Ordinary citizens didn't even dare look him in the eye. If he didn't like the look of someone, it didn't matter if they were old or a child. Once he threw away his principles and moral bottom line, he was the ruler of the city. During his 1-year probation, under the guidance of his partner, Jenkins learned something new every single day. If one of these street punks so much as looked at them the wrong way, that was all the excuse they needed for a stop and frisk. And in Baltimore, criminals were never in short supply. As long as they found contraband on one person, they could arrest the whole group. The charges they wrote up depended on how badly they wanted a promotion or a raise. The more arrests they made, the better their numbers looked and the higher their paychecks. But to stand out in this crowd, it took more than just experience and skill. You needed guts. One day, they rounded up a dozen people but couldn't find any illegal items. A colleague picked up a small bag from the ground and asked Jenkins, "Who should we pin this on?" Jenkins just glanced at his veteran partner. From that day forward, Jenkins's arrest numbers shot through the roof. Every person on the street looked like a walking paycheck.